What up? Better put the hat back on. Got that bedhead look going on. What's up, guys? Back in the house again. Today we got the 57 up in here. Phil was able to come bring it and drop it off. We're going to be doing some door gaps. Look at this. I rigged this thing, but it works for now. A little better than it was last time. For right now, this is how it's going to work. I did come up with a better design, but it was too late. I already cut the tarp. So we're going to use this for now, and then I'm going to redesign it later. Again, for like the 4th time. But for now, let me show you what we're working with. We're going to knock out some body work. We got a little whoop-de-doo down here. Some mud. I'm going to straighten some of this out. We got to define everything. Some of the body work was already done on it, which is cool. We just have to define it. I did notice that this was chipping here, so he didn't sand it before he primed it. Whoever did this, I'm not sure. So yeah, we're gonna definitely blow this all off, feather edge it, and make sure nothing else is chipping and cracking. There's a few things we gotta fix here, like these bed corners. They're not done very well. You know, like look, he's got a hard line and then all this Bondo in here that needs to be sanded out and cleaned up. You know, everything just needs to be perfect. This one's gonna be perfect. So that's where we're at, guys. Not too worried about the bed right now. My main concern at this point is gonna be the door gaps. So these doors, they're lined up. Body lines are good. Body lines are good. Body lines are good. Doors open. Doors close. They close pretty decent. They actually close really good. So I'm just gonna work on gaps. I'm gonna gap this truck out. Get this stuff all flushed out here. All these tight spots, you know, the drill. Look at how tight that is right there. You know, we got a lot of tuning to do, but we're gonna get that fixed up. Clean up this drip rail. It's all banged up. Everything else is pretty good. He's gonna buy these for me, the corners, and I'm going to slap the new ones on it. And then, I mean, even then, we can probably still gap this fender with those, because it's not like that back part hasn't moved. So we'll gap these fenders and make sure that they fit right. Everything's gonna look good. Got some shims. This little body mounts in here need to be cleaned up. We're gonna take this piece off the dash, this lip. He wants to chrome that. He started sanding this down to the metal for me. So there's a few little dings here and there that I'm gonna pull out. Everything's pretty clean on this truck though. I mean, we're gonna paint pretty much everything, firewall, all that stuff. But for starters, what we're gonna do, guys, like I said, is we're gonna work on the door gaps. Once the door gaps are cherry, he's gonna, well, once the door gaps are cherry, what I need to do is I need to paint the inside of the cab. So I think I might jam it, and I need to paint the whole inside of this cab. We're gonna probably paint the floors. I don't know what, I think we're just rhino lining them or pour 15 or something, I'm not sure. But basically my deal is I'm painting the bottom half of this dash like a cream color. I think it's like a, I can't remember the color that he said. It's like an off-white cream, and then this top part is gonna be like an Aztec or a pagan or a Mayan gold flake up here, and then the rest of the cab on the inside, all in here, is gonna get painted. But those little lines right there, which are these ones here, these ones right here, let me see here. Yeah, this line and this one, he doesn't want that. So I'm gonna have to weld some of this here, tack it, and then the rest of that line we're just gonna smooth it out. That way it's we can just pretty much mold it, I guess you can say, and make it nice and smooth. And the same with those front ones. He wants those molded. So I'm gonna buzz some real light tacks in there and smooth it out, and then we'll just lightly skim it. We'll get that all done. So we got a little bit of work. I'm gonna knock out the body work on the tailgate right away, but before he takes the truck, what I'm gonna do is before he takes the truck, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the bed off of it and the front clip, because we are gonna paint the firewall too. I forgot about that. We gotta paint the firewall. So on this job, it's the firewall, the inside of the cab, the dash, and the top. We're gonna paint all that, and then he's gonna take the cab with the frame, and I'm gonna keep the front fenders. Basically, I'm keeping the front clip with all the parts and the bed. And then from there, I'm gonna fine tune the hood, the front clip, the fenders, fix those pieces, and then we can define the bed and get that all ready to go. That way, when he does bring it back with the engine in it, ready to go with the seat and stuff, at least from that point, I can spray the whole back of the cab, the rest of the cab, put the front clip back on it, because I'm going to paint everything else. We'll put the front clip back on it, and then we'll paint the whole, pretty much the rest of the truck. So as long as it's nothing crazy, then I would like to just paint it all together. But if not, if I got to paint it all separate, that's fine. I'm not sure what the color is he's going to go with. I think he said it's like a cream color, honestly. I think it's like an off-white creamish color. Is what color we're going to paint this truck with, that gold top, gold dash. Yeah. So if it's a solid, cool. If it's metallic, you know, I would rather paint it all together. But I mean, I guess I don't have to, but I just prefer to, I guess. But we'll see. So anyways, I'm going to get some work done on this thing. I'll kick you guys back on here in a minute. I got to pull out the welder and the grinding wheel and a bunch of junk and start going to town. See what we got. I like to get these gaps done first, and then we can start blocking stuff out. Cool. Kick you back on here in a minute. What up, fellas? Back in the shop. We been in here for a few days, actually. Been jamming this out, trying to get this done. So I've been working on the 57 for Phil. Here we are, guys. Got it up on the got it up on the jack stands. So I gapped the doors out. Got them pretty decent all the way around. Had to do some trimming up in here, especially right here. This was really bad. This was almost touching, so I had to do some of that. I am going to line up this front end before I start doing the body work. That way I know it's going to go back the way I want it. So we're done with this door here. Got the air conditioner up working, so that's nice and fresh in here today. This door here, these gaps are a little tight, so I'm going to work on a few of these, but they're not bad, so I don't really want to mess with it too much. Just on the bottom a little bit. Right here is pretty tight though. From here to there, I'm going to open that just a little bit, because right here it opens up more. This door on the top, for some reason it's lined up cherry, but it's got a pretty good sized gap up here, but it's consistent. So I'm not going to end up welding anything to it or making it. I'm just going to leave it alone. I mean, it all lines up and it's going to be good. It's just these parts that I'm worried about where the paint goes, where it's really close. I had to really open this up, or close it actually. I added probably about, I don't know, a 1/4 inch of metal here. I ended up welding and forming this to make that line because it was like literally, I could stick my whole finger in there. I don't know how come it was so far, but it's fixed now. So I'm gonna trim a little bit here, and then that's about it. So on this truck, Phil, he wants those areas molded. So in those areas, I'm gonna run some tacks through them all the way around, and then I'm gonna mold them for him. And then we're gonna get the inside of this bed done, or this cab done. So right now, guys, that's where we're at. Yeah. So let's get to work. I need to find my stand. I haven't been recording lately. I've just been kind of zoning out, and I forget the camera. And some days I just do that. I don't know. But then I remember, and I'm trying to come back and show you guys where I'm at. So forgive me. But here we go. Yeah. I'm gonna try out these goggles today. I found them yesterday while I was cleaning, so let's give them a shot. Oh, seats! With those goggles, you can see the game from the parking lot.
You can't work under these conditions. Okay, floor seats to the heat, you got it.
That's way better. I like these goggles, man. They don't move all over the place like my damn glasses. Yeah, look at that gap now. Way better. Yep. Now I gotta do this one. So I've been using this little gapping tool, but I don't always follow it exact, but this one here has got the 1/8, 5/16, 1/4, and 3/16. Most of the time I go with the 1/8, unless they're already gapped pretty big 3/16, then I just kind of follow whatever. Just for a peace of mind, I want to straighten out this front end and line it up. Maybe overkill, I don't know, but I'm gonna have to do those corners anyways on the bottom down here. Once he orders me those, that'll be a later time, but for right now, what I would like to do is line up this stuff, make sure that all this is gonna fit right, and then make sure the hood's good, kind of make sure everything is gapped where I would like it. And then I'll document what shims go where and what I need to do to put it back together the same way. And then once I'm good with that, I'm gonna continue on the bodywork, straighten the rest of this puppy out, mold that stuff inside, and get this thing ready for paint. I was originally gonna work on just the cab right now, but that's probably what I'm gonna do. I just gotta see where I'm at hourly. So all right, guys, let's get going. I'm gonna see if I can start lining this thing up. I'm messing with these doors, but those bottoms, this fender's pretty bad. So I'm trying to line everything up with the lines that I have from the bottom, but this fender's pretty tore up down there, but it still has the bottom line, which is nice to line up in this crease, and this body line here, which looks to be just about right. I mean, I guess it could go back just a hair, but this body gap here isn't bad. And this feels pretty flush and pretty, this body line feels the same all the way straight through. So that don't feel bad at all. It gets tight right in here, all the way to the top. It bows out here a little bit, which I can smack this down or pull this door out, I guess. But up here is very, very far off. It's pretty far. So I'm trying to figure out how to get this fender to go back down, which you can't because the bottom is lined up flush. This is lined up flush. So this fender itself up on top needs to be bent down. So that's what I'm messing with right now. Yeah, there you go. That's your problem right there, boys. There's two freaking huge shims in there. And there they are. Now, let's see how far this fender will go down. Okay, well, the good thing is the door gap's not bad. It's just tight right here, like I said, in this piece. That's simple. That part's not bad at all now. That's just right. The bottom's lined up. The top is lined up. It needs to be pulled. That's exactly where I needed it. That's good. This is all good now. Oh yeah, okay. I don't have to cut nothing here. This will fit. This is all gapped right here pretty decent. It's a little tight, but that's easy. This bows out a little bit, but we can pull this door back just a tad because it's low in this section here. So from like right here to the body line, this door comes out. Okay. The same thing here. Maybe this door just kind of curves in. I mean, I know this fender's pretty bad, but it's not far off at all. So maybe I could tap this back a tad and pull this out a tad and we'll be good. Fucking industry. Oh man, that thing's bent to hell, boys. Oh yeah, this thing is way off. So you're saying there's a chance?
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
Check out this old man pad. Ay caramba. Damn, that thing is rotted to shit. I could just meet it in the middle. I can fix it from there. Well, there you go, boys. Not only was it stuck, it was freaking disaster broken. Told you this thing was messed up. I sure hope that thing that that piece that Phil brings me has this inner channel. Yep, somebody did cut it before. No, maybe not. That's the rubber shit. Yeah, somebody put a messed up bolt on here. I don't even know how I'm gonna get that out of there, but oh, they welded it. Those are fresh welds. They welded the bolt. I think I figured it out. I'm gonna have to look up that inner brace and see. If not, it's just, I could probably build one. I don't really want to, but I might have to. Where did I go? I can't hang this fucker up. This whole thing needs to be pulled inward.